Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you've been here, yay, you're finally here. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, thank you so much for coming back. My subscribers already know my goal is to save you time and money by giving you the scoop on filmmaking quality and content. So you can decide whether or not you want to spend time or money or both sometimes watching a particular film. So today, the movie I'm reviewing is called Weekend in Taipei. This new action film releases in theaters on November 8th, 2024. The film is rated R. It's an hour and 41 minutes long, and my overall movie review mom grade is probably a B to maybe a B minus. I'll tell you why. First, I'll give you an overview in a nutshell. Then I'll point out all the things I liked as well as the things I didn't like. I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about if you watch this with other people, funny lines, interesting lines, and we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also like or maybe like better. So in a nutshell, the story is about a former DEA agent and a former undercover operative who revisit their romance during a fateful weekend in Taipei, Taiwan. The action film was directed by George Huang. He also co-wrote it with Luc Besson or Besson. I've heard his name pronounced both ways. Anyway, here are some quick tips for parents. This is probably not appropriate for young kids, for sure. They'll probably be bored anyway, but there's lots of violence with blood and gore. A young kid even gets beat up by adults. There is profanity, very high dead body count, lots of weapons of various kinds, and some Mandarin and Taiwanese Hokkien are spoken without subtitles. Thankfully, everything mostly is in English. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are family, drugs, secrets, money and power, and corruption. So here's the long list of things I really did like about the film. First of all, I've been a big fan of Luke Evans for years. He's convincing in action, movies, comedies, and even musicals. I just really like the guy. Other cast members include Sung Kang, Lun-Mei, and Wyatt Young. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of them before, but I think that you're going to get a kick out of these characters. We get to spend time in Taipei. I've been to Asia many times, but still have never had the opportunity to visit Taipei yet. It's on my bucket list. What a fantastic location for filming an exciting action film. We also get to spend a couple of minutes in Paris. I was just there last summer. Ooh la la, love Paris. We see some gorgeous cars, particularly a Ferrari. Sadly, a lot of these gorgeous cars crash and get destroyed. That might be painful for some of you car lovers. Many of the fight sequences are humorous and well choreographed. The soundtrack is a lot of fun, and you might get a kick out of the fight scene in a movie theater. Zhang Yimou, hopefully I'm pronouncing that name correctly. It's a martial arts movie, plays on the screen while two men fight in front of the screen. And the little old lady sitting in the audience asks her husband who's sitting next to her, is this a 3D movie? And then at the end of the fight sequence, the man goes, I like this movie. Shout out to the Marriott Hotel where some crazy stuff happens. There is a lot of humor, which shows that the movie is self-aware and doesn't take itself too seriously. And I think that really helps the movie. Keep watching during the final credits for some cute photos that tell you what happens next. Now, onto the list of things I didn't like. It is super convenient, first of all, that everyone in Taipei speaks English. No, I mean, really, everybody kind of speaks English, even people on the TV, like on a news channel, they're speaking English. So it's not like a foreign film. Towards the end of the movie, we start to hear more foreign language. Again, it could be Mandarin or the local Taiwanese language. Some of the scene traditions are super choppy, and that surprised me. Some of the acting is not that good as well. Some of the stunts made me laugh out loud because they're so ridiculous. Cool, but ridiculous. Not realistic, in other words. Most of the characters are just unrelatable. Now, on to funny lines and interesting lines. I always write down things that stand out, just simply so I can share them with you so you can get a taste for the dialogue and the script writing quality. So I have all of them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com, but I'm going to share some of them with you right now. So Huang, who's played by Sung Kong, says to his wife, they have this very difficult relationship, and he says to her, it's a good thing we're married, because she just bought this Ferrari, basically. And then she says, is it? And she's played by Lun-Mei, and that's where you first are like, wow, there's something going on in this marriage. And then another line that's spoken is by Wyatt Young, and he says, Mom, anything else you want to tell me about our family? Because these secrets are coming out, and this kid is just kind of clueless. Then there are some interesting lines. First of all, Lun-Mei, again, who plays Joey, this wife, this very wealthy wife, she says sometimes it's easier to forget the past. And that's what this movie is about, the past coming back to haunt you or to revisit you to decide if you're in a better place or a worse place. And I thought that was interesting. Another line she says is, the past is mine, not yours, as people have different recollections of what happened in the past. And then another line, I'm just now noticing she's the one that said all of the interesting lines, is, you don't get to judge my choices. And she really is a tough woman in many, many ways. I thought that was interesting. Now, whenever I watch movies, I instantly think of other ones that are sort of similar that I want to recommend. The first one is a very different type of movie. It is more of a romantic comedy, but it also takes place in Taiwan, Taipei specifically. It's called Love in Taipei. And I recently reviewed that. I think that came out last year, or maybe it was the year before. Time flies by super fast. But you can click down in the description, and there's a link that'll take you right to it. So you can see what I thought about that one. And then, of course, I have the video review on my YouTube channel. And then another one that made me think about some of the things that happen in this movie is Lucy. That might surprise you. That was a big action movie, but it also takes place in Taipei. All right, hopefully that you'll enjoy this movie. Comment down below. Let me know once you watch it what you thought of it. Now, it's not the greatest action movie ever, but if you're in the right mood, which I was when I saw this, I thought it was a lot of fun. When you get a minute, go visit me on my Facebook group, where we have a bunch of us who are completely obsessed with film, and we talk about all kinds of stuff. And then you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter and all of the other sites where you can find my movie reviews, but also you can find me as Trina Boice, which is my name. And you can learn about my 33 books that are out there when they go for sale for free on Amazon, my products, my online courses, and my other shenanigans. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.